Howdy and welcome to the Mighty Mighty Chuck channel. I'm Chuck, and if you notice my kind of it's not because I don't have my shirt buttoned, it's that I don't have buttons on my shirt button. I got some kitty cats and they love to pull buttons off shirts. They do. But, you know, it's life. And I guess part of life is what's happening on the internet right now. Things aren't good. Things are not good. As some of you may know, or may not know, some of you probably never even go on Twitter. In the very beginning, a lot of people were like, yeah, Twitter, no. Twitter, no. Twitter, no. God, why are you on Twitter? Damn, why on earth would you be on Twitter? That's the way they were. I liked Twitter. And in the early days, I actually got traffic from Twitter. I did. In the early days. Then things started changing. And when things started changing, many of us, we pretty much knew that we were being blacklisted. You know, like like Hollywood once blacklisted communists out of the motion picture business. You know, people were blacklisted back in the old days. Well, these social networks, they're doing the same thing, only they're blacklisting people who aren't communist. Figure that one out. These giant corporations are blacklisting people who aren't communist. Excuse me, they call it shadow banning. That's how they can ban us without us realizing it. They think that we didn't realize. I knew I knew my tweets were not getting the... even though I've got a lot more followers now than I did back when I first was on Twitter, I got more activity, more interaction, more traffic, more clicks back in the old days than I do now, even though I've got a lot more followers. So yeah, I pretty much knew what was going on. But still, Twitter's kind of addictive. It is, and they will allow you just enough impressions on your tweets, which you can see, to think that maybe you're not being blacklisted. You kind of, am I being blacklisted or am I not being blacklisted? It's shadow banning. Shadow banning, that's what they call it. Pretty much all the rednecks on Twitter like me, we shadow banned. We're not worthy, We're just not worthy. And then over here on YouTube, God. I've had some videos that got... enough traffic to make me feel, like there was some hope here. It took me from April to December to actually get more than 10,000 views. And I understand that there's so many videos uploaded that, and I deep mine YouTube so I can kind of see other people who are also having trouble getting those views. I see those videos. I realize I'm not alone. I know how to deep mine to get beneath the search, to get to the level of the people that YouTube is to a large extent is hiding. I can kind of crawl down in it, and but the average person doesn't do that. They just look at those top results, and they don't know the search terms to kind of mix it up to where they can dig down to where somebody might turn up that they would not ordinarily see. Because even if you've got, even if you're kind of being shadow banned on YouTube, if you do a video that kind of fills a niche that nobody else has done, it has keywords that nobody else is using that much, and if anybody likes to look at the more recent videos, if they kind of click that into that filter, then you might be seen on the videos that there's very little competition on. So I realize that's part of YouTube where the competition, it's hard to get past that competition. You really got to be up on the keywords and the game. And on some of the videos, I don't even bother. Some of my style, I study those keywords. I work it, I try to make sure the keywords are relevant to the video. I work it, I've done some of that. But then other videos, like I think the last video before this one, I put like 2 keywords in it. This one I may not put any keywords in. So part of it is I'm not playing the keyword game in a lot of the videos. But the reason I'm not doing that is because some of the videos where I was actually working the keywords, they didn't do nothing, and it really wasn't much competition with this particular keywords. I was ahead of the game on some of the videos. I didn't do anything. But some of those videos, even though they didn't do anything to start with, they're slowly. I mean, they get 1 or 2 views along. Somebody's clicking those keywords and coming and finding those videos, and that's without the more recent filter. They're doing it just from the keywords. Or they're like me. They know how to mine down. But I think YouTube's kind of been doing their censorship in phases. I don't think they wanted to do it all at once. They kind of just want to, kind of like that old joke, the cat's on the roof, When the cat's not on the roof. They just want to phase it in. They've been trying to just phase it in. And at the same time, they actually want to build. They want to build this desire by the users to actually want censorship. That's a major PSYOPS they did there, man. And the users are like, they're clueless. They're so easily influenced and brainwashed and manipulated and controlled. And I don't say that to be mean, because at times I am too. Hell, early on, before people even knew what Bitcoin was, hell, I actually was kind of talking about Bitcoin like I was a smart person. I know about Bitcoin. I didn't know about Bitcoin. I had no idea what it really was. I had no idea it was part of a Rockefeller conspiracy. I didn't know that. I feel so guilty now. I was talking about Bitcoin. I had no idea. It was part of the mark of the devil building up in our society. Chuck, that sounds crazy, man. That's crazy. Mark of the devil, Bitcoin, mark of the devil. How the hell do you reach that conclusion? Research it. I'm not going to try to explain it. But at the same time, I don't like to say I'm psychic, but I did kind of have psychic experiences, and I'm kind of intuitive. And at the same time, this shit was popping in my head regarding Bitcoin. At the same time, there was this other voice that's saying, people would be better off just to swap Beanie Babies or art than Bitcoin, because Beanie Babies are real, and they're not traceable. Art, it's not altogether traceable. I mean, if you're dealing with a real an old artist, a classical artist, big shot artist, yeah, that's kind of traceable. But like I have actually sold paintings. I actually have. That's kind of like my psychic, but I don't like to call myself an artist. But sometimes I have artistic experience. Yes, I do. Oh, man. I don't want to do preaching here right now, but I know people are tired of hearing about Logan Paul, but Logan Paul was a PSYOPS operation. I don't know whether he knows he's part of the PSYOPS operation or not. He probably doesn't. He probably has no idea. But YouTube knew exactly when that video was uploaded. They knew what he was doing in Japan. There was somebody whispering in his ear to do this and this, and convinced him that it would be okay. At the very beginning of the video, I think nobody has ever done this on YouTube before. So that was kind of being fed to him. Somebody was feeding that to him. He was it can be a groundbreaking thing. He thought it was groundbreaking. Poor dude. I've done my best to try to take up for him, and I think hopefully he'll get a movie deal or something, from somebody that's not as shitty as YouTube or Disney, and he'll be okay. Hopefully he'll be okay. To the people that jumped on the bandwagon to bash him, I mean, that goes back to how easily the system, whatever the system is, manipulates people. And like I said, I've been manipulated. I understand it. I know it. Especially when you have psychic experiences and you're intuitive, and you think you're getting the real insight. You think you're You don't realize you're being led down a certain path. You don't. Oh, Bitcoin's a thing, man. Bitcoin's a thing. It's not a thing. No, stay away from it. And if you own it, I don't want to scare you too badly, but pray for your soul, man. Pray for your soul. That artificial intelligence is coming for you, coming for you, coming for you, coming for you. It's gonna get you, man. It's gonna get you. Oh man, it's a scary world we live in. But yeah, that Logan Paul was a PSYOPS operation, and going back to Katrina, I realized that there's this backlash against seeing dead bodies. Because of my culture. See, I didn't understand that up until Katrina, and I don't want to go all into it. I may have already done it in some other video. I don't know whether I published the video or not. I do a lot of videos I don't even publish. But yeah, I was, well, to sum it up, I thought that the media should show the bodies from Hurricane Katrina so that people would fully grasp how bad the situation was and how badly the government screwed up. And when I suggested that, oh my God, I was attacked, my God, I was attacked. Nobody would have spanked my bottom. Wouldn't even give me no pleasure out of it. Just want to spank my bottom if you want to fuss at me. Don't just spank my bottom. I'm just kidding. Maybe. But anyway, so I don't think Logan Paul realized there would be that backlash that there was. But yeah, YouTube knew it, or whoever was putting the buzz in his ear. Yeah, they knew it. They knew they were setting him up. They knew how bad it was going to be. That dude didn't know. He didn't know. He had no clue what was coming down. He had no clue. And all these people on YouTube, they jumped on this bash bandwagon. And YouTube counted on that. They counted on this bash bandwagon. This outrage, this total outrage. And it's like with the advertisement community, this imaginary outrage. We want you to censor YouTube. We're not going to advertise with you anymore. That's all bullshit. They're trying to build up this outrage, so to defend censorship, to promote censorship, to love censorship. It's a PSYOPS. The ad apocalypse was a PSYOPS. This was Logan Paul was a major PSYOPS. It was a major PSYOPS. It's a major manipulation of people. But it disturbs me to realize how... Well, it disturbed me when I was attacked unmercifully. Not because I couldn't take it, because I'm a big boy. I'm an old man now. But even back then, I could take it. And the way I took it is... these people thought they were hating me and disrespecting me. And I was right. I never doubted for a second I was right. And I realized the people on that forum where I was being attacked so badly, I realized to borrow Trump's words, what a shitty place that was. It was a shitty forum. I realized I didn't like most people there. I didn't like those people. That ended. I got the hell off that. Not because I was chased away from it. Not because I was, boo. I didn't, because I realized it was a shitty place. It was run by shitty people. And I realized some other things. I'm not going to go into it, but I may have already gone into it onto another video. I don't even remember whether I posted the video or not, but yeah, that I realized from that, people have this reaction to dead bodies. I don't really understand it, to be perfectly honest. I don't. It's part of the psyche, I guess. I don't know where it comes from. People, the media kind of, the root of communism, utopianism, kind of builds on this idea that we're immortal. That somehow if we give the government or give Google or give Twitter, or give this collective group of crazy people more power, that somehow we will not only have better lives, we will live forever. Stop smoking, you'll live forever. Stop whoring around, you'll live forever. Stop having sex with whipped cream. You'll live forever. Just be a Vestal virgin. You'll live forever. No, that don't work that way. None of us are going to live forever. It's, people I care about and love, I wish they could. Me, I don't really, I'm not. My greatest fear isn't death. My greatest fear is becoming handicapped, becoming disabled. Because of health issues that I have, that's my greatest fear, is becoming disabled. Death, I ain't afraid of death. Being disabled, to me, that's a horror. And the people who are disabled, I'm not saying that to be disrespectful to you. To me, that, I respect you. You're living through that. You're living through that. I respect you. Don't misunderstand. But to me, that's the biggest horror. It is. Right or wrong, that's my biggest horror. So, anyway. Thanks for watching and listening. I hope this wasn't too depressing. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. And if you hit that dislike button, by God, you better have a reason. You better have a damn... I don't care. Much thanks for watching and listening. I appreciate it. No matter... Yeah, whatever.